Born in 1918, Ingmar Bergman started his career in the theater. He eventually started writing and directing films in the 1940s. Within 10 years, he became an artist of international stature. In the 1960s, the human face in close-up would place a large role in Bergman's films. Bergman worked closely with a small group of actors. He always used the same cameraman, Sven Nykvist. These chamber films often dealt with the prevailing theme of loneliness and the silence of God. A great example is Winter Light. It focuses on the life of a country pastor who starts to question his faith. Ingmar Bergman considers Winter Light as one of his greatest films because he considers it a film without great compromises. It is a film without hope. Bergman expresses the greatest truths about the human experience. This is something we all have to deal with in one way or another. His characters have a great sense of the world and go beyond the limitations of their morals.
1961, another wonderful film by Ingmar Bergman, is called Through a Glass Darkly. Set in the 1960s, okay, there's a mentally ill woman, her husband and her father. They're vacationing on a remote island, her husband and a father. So it's just kind of like really good, and God appears in it for a second or two, and it's just a really good movie.
Many people consider his 1966 film, Persona, to be his most challenging one. In the film, he blurs the line between fantasy and reality in a revolutionary manner.
Sadomasochistic behavior, along with the problems of role reversal and denied maturity, form the tortured core of both Persona and Cries and Whispers, the masterpiece of the late period. In contrast to the spare decor, sharp black and white photography, and disjunctive editing of Persona is a 19th century Gothic period piece. The film revolves around three sisters, one of whom, Agnes, is dying. Bergman evokes religious iconography, with each of the three sisters representing various theological concepts.
He's calling again. Find out what he wants.
While casting for Persona, he cast two actresses that resembled each other, so he could explore themes of alienation and identity. Bergman seems to have a deep love for women. Growing up, he spent most of his time with his mother and his housekeeper. Some people believe this is why he cast women in the most interesting roles in his films. He has a sincere interest in the way women act, think, and feel.
I wanted to cry, but I couldn't even make a sound. I wanted to shriek, and a grunt was all I could seem to manage. I began throwing up, and that left me full of fear because I thought my mind was going.
Women were the subjects of one of Bergman's greatest films. Cries and Whispers was a period piece about the fraught relationship between two sisters.
She's already begun to rot. She has foul spots on her hands. I'll take care of her.
In his autobiography, Bergman claimed that he was always trying to generate his mother's face.
His body of works is one of the landmarks of the 20th century. Bergman passed away in 2007, but he spent his final years at his estate listening to classical music.